by Mooney as my co-caster today. How you doing this morning, Mooney?
What's up? We're sleepy, but we're casting. This is awesome.
That's good. Waking up with some pretty high quality StarCraft here, and I'm pretty excited for this first game because I think Dewalt has like a legitimate chance of beating Zealot.
100%. I think out of the games that we have, Dewalt's got the best chance.
Yeah.
I haven't watched Zealot play all that much, honestly. All I really know about him is his ZVT since I play Terran. And I've actually, were you there the one time I hit him? I hit him on ladder twice, actually once, and he 4-pooled me both games. So he's kind of a cheeky guy, but I mean, I'm sure with me it was because of the latency, right? But yeah, he's a pretty like timing based cheesy player, so I'm kind of excited to see what he does.
Yeah, he's very much cheesy. I mean, we know Jimin, right? Jimin is he like looks up to Zealot. He tries to mimic pretty much exactly how Zealot plays. So if you know Jimin, you know budget Zealot if you know Jimin.
Budget Zealot. There's a lot of budget Zerg players when it comes to ZVT though, man. I kind of can't blame them. It's a tough matchup, especially with all the maps that seemingly keep going more and more pro Terran. As a whiny Terran player, I will admit the maps are bad for Zerg consistently, but they keep winning the ASL, so you know.
It makes you wonder, right? Are Zerg players just that good, or is the race that good? Which do you think it is, Mum?
Yeah, I think it's a player thing, man. I think the game has probably got balance issues, but that there's such a infinite amount of skill that can be accessed that you can be good enough at the game, no matter what race you're playing, to overcome the gaps. And so that's why I think Dewalt has a chance here too, like you, because obviously this matchup is more, favored to Zerg by a pretty high percentage. But if you're good enough at the game, I think you can do it. Looks like he's just opening. I'm kind of surprised he didn't open gate first, but I haven't watched a lot of his PVZs.
Yeah, I think Dewalt does a lot of Forge expand. He likes to play just really safe, standard, solid. That's why I think he's actually a good matchup for Zealot, because he specifically is good at dealing with some cheese. We do have this Ling kind of threatening this probe, but good pullback so we don't lose that probe. And I'm going to come up online. But yeah, Dewalt, he's just a really strong standard player. So I expect he's going to try to prepare to kind of defend, like it's identify what Zealot's going to do and defend it, right? I feel like that's kind of the game plan here. Zealot not really known for his macro play, so, and Dewalt is of course going to be aware of that.
Yeah, is he like a big 973 guy? Is that what we're kind of assuming is going to? Yeah, okay. It happened. That's where this game is going.
I mean, one scary thing about a player that does play really aggressive consistently is like you know that he's gonna execute it like basically perfectly, right? And that's kind of the thing about these guys that play a lot of short games and just kind of repetitive, like the same kind of cheeses over and over again, is it's gonna be like really, really well executed, and your response has to be basically flawless to survive against those guys.
Yeah, and this is such a hard part about this matchup for Protoss is the scouting. Like, it's impossible to get information.
Oh, nice.
Maybe we're gonna get the information that we need, actually. Yeah, and he's got the Zealot. Yeah, so he's gonna see it at least and know what he's up against. So
yeah,
I wonder if he's
a really cool maneuver from Dewalt to get in here and get this information. He threatened the Zealot at 3 o'clock and then used the drill through the egg to body block the Lings out so it could get behind the mineral line. That was like a really cool, like, kind of 1-2 punch to get the scouting information.
Yeah, a little Bisu move. I'm surprised this probe is still alive, actually. It's really impressive. Every time I play Protoss, I'm like, God, the probe is such a smoother unit. It's so much easier to control, but it's also, compared to an SCV, it's so weak.
I'm gonna try in here and get one of the Lings, or the drone. It's a pretty good drill. Gonna save that drone. Does disrupt the mining a little bit, but the main thing is that Dewalt got the information he needed. He saw the hydras coming out, so we're gonna throw down those extra cannons, and basically we the plan here is don't die, and then maybe we get the Corsair a little bit later to get that extra information to see if he's continuing the Hydras or not.
Yeah, I'm curious to see if he's just gonna keep making Hydras. It's so hard to know, like I said, with this. Are we just gonna keep dumping Hydras or not? Kind of. That forge should be protected, right? The way that he has the wall. Yeah.
Yeah, this wall specifically is to protect the forge and sacrifice the gateway against this. This is tailored kind of for what's happening here right now. We see more and more Hydra streaming across the map. Dewalt did do something that I thought was pretty cool, is he killed that egg on the top side to kind of like maximize surface area for Zealots to move out a little bit better. Here we go, the Corsair going to get inside and kind of check the drone counts. Sees the layer start here, sees more Hydras pumping, but here we go, the Hydra's going to dive on top of his cannons. Two of the cannons going to go down, the third cannon gets targeted, but the cannons on the backside do finish up. And this is getting, yeah, almost a little bit iffy. This is kind of what I meant, right? Like, it's basically perfect, right? Like, this was very close to a loss. If his cannons were a few seconds later, he actually just loses the game here.
Yeah, and you have to do it this way. And now he knows we're transitioning. So but there's still Hydras coming across the map at the same time while he's going lair. So I kind of wonder what the follow-up is going to be. He's going to throw down another hatch. Okay, those are drones that were set to the wrong rally. So he is droning again, which the wall can see. So he cancels a cannon in the nat. And I'm imagining that speed is going to be done here pretty soon.
Yeah, it should be.
Second
but we're working
forge.
towards Storm, right? I'd assume, I didn't see it, but I assume that we are. And you actually went armor first. You don't normally see that, actually. Typically it's attack first into armor. Yeah, usually you're seeing attack first because it's, you know, it reduces the number of hits on both the Lings and the Hydras from your Zealots by 1. I don't know if this is like a... This isn't like a new meta thing, right? I haven't missed something, have I?
No, I don't think so. What's crazy watching this is like how well Zealot is just like immediately macroed out of this. Like his economy looks totally fine. He just threw down those hatches. He has like a ton of drones already. This is a lot of Zealots though, and I don't think we have like any kind of Sim City or Sunkens at home or anything. So I'm imagining that we're going to be out on the map here in the next 20 seconds or so. And he's probably going lurkers, just pumping drones. Wow, it's amazing. There he goes. So we'll see what we can get done here. I mean, we have we have 5 hatcheries, so we have a lot of larvae. There goes the sunken defense.
Yeah, the lurkers on the
and
way.
the lurkers are already
really
coming.
Nice from Zealot, because his drone count is like super healthy right now. He's pretty much exactly where he wants to be to start pumping army. So as long as he doesn't take any damage here, I feel like he's going to be in a pretty good position.
I don't think we're going to take any damage. I think once we run into a lurker, yeah, we're just out on the map trying to get some map control and hopefully going robo behind us at the same time. Zealot's going to take top left. Maybe we're going to get into a spicy long game scenario here. Dewalt's out there searching for it with the DT. I like the DT. Like when you're going to go out on the map, you may as well send the DT with it.
Don't you Protoss players love that, by the way? We get hit with a Hydra push early. We live by just a few seconds, basically perfectly executed, and it's like, okay, you didn't die. We'll go play a normal game now. Dove's gonna poke in here a little bit, but the Lakers are gonna burrow. And I like those eggs to protect those Hydras too. Pretty nice by Zealot. And it looks like he might just pivot this into a bit of electric contain. That DT is gonna go top left and deny that base from Zealot, so that is actually really nice for Dewalt.
Yeah,
we do have
but
our
we're not
Templar out.
Yeah, we do have the High Templar. I mean, maybe we're gonna get away with this third at 3 o'clock, but I kind of doubt that even if he gets cannons up there or anything, he'll be able to hold it. Although he does have the Zealots out on the map. Maybe he gets the cancel on the hatchery, or maybe it gets saved, but there's no Overlord there. But looks like there's one coming. We got Overlord speed, and the Corsair is going to intercept it in the middle of the map. He does get it canceled, which is really nice.
Yeah, there's at least the cancel there. It doesn't get the drone, though, unfortunately.
Counterattack at the natural with the Zealots. Okay, turns around. I mean, I think he could have probably ran in there, but I think that's a smart move to pull away. He was just going to get surrounded anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, I think preserving the Zealots probably is the better call. Like, you can run in there and, like, maybe find a little bit of damage. You're going to force him to drill his drones and stuff, but then you completely lose, like, any map pressure by having that happen, right? I think these Zealots just existing on the map is about the best they can do for Dewalt. Look at that, like, perfectly spread lurker, by the way, where maybe those top two can get double stormed, but that's it.
Yeah, I'm just wondering how we ever get out of here. It looks like he's just slammed down like 10 gateways in his main, and he's probably just going to try to bust out with like with 2-1, I imagine. Zealots are going to come in the natural while all the hydras get distracted by the shuttle. Little Bisu action here. I like this type of play a lot. This is really smart. Hopefully he picks up these Zealots and then just goes to the third, but there is a sunk at the third, so hopefully he at least just saves this shuttle. Just being distracting and annoying.
Yeah.
Zealot finds the attempt of the third base at 3 o'clock and is going to shut that down. I like that he preemptively put that cannon by his mineral line. He knew something like this was coming, like when I saw him put that cannon down. That's pretty smart. And just kind of killing some drones here. I wonder how many kills he got. The natural looks a little thin on drones.
Yeah, that's
Definitely
a
got
nice
his
little sequence there for Dewalt, and you know, Zealot's going to be sending all of his army over right now. This was like close to being a little bit too late. Dewalt almost was able to kind of bust before all the units got to show up. So that drop did distract Zealot pretty good. But here we go. We're going to push out here. One's coming down, going to kill up a bunch of these lurkers. And there's only one lurker behind this, actually. Nice storm on the bottom side and in the middle here. Dewalt might be able to just bust out here. A few more lurkers going to finish up on the backside. Lots of goons, but I think we're out of storms. And when you're out of storms is where the Hydra start trading really, really well against the goons.
Maybe we have a... Yeah, I feel like he'd be using them if he had any, but he is going to at least clear the lurker line, and now he's going to be able to take his third unless he's just going to go all the way for it. There's no fourth base. There's no follow-up. I think like Dewalt is fine if he just pushes.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even think he really needs to take the third at this point. He can just go for it. He's going around the high ground.
Yeah, he's worried about him being up on the high ground, and I think he just wants to secure this third. I mean, if he knows, he kind of knows the Zealot's probably on 3 base right now. You know, he could be having top left, but if you're getting up to 3 base and your Zerg opponent's only like just now going to 4 or something, you're actually feeling pretty good. But he is pushing out. One of the reasons he busted so well too was the upgrades. We were 2-0-2 against just 1-0.
Wow. Yeah, he got that second forge pretty early and never got his initial upgrade canceled, so... All we need to do at this point is rally units and observers. We have 3 observers. That might not be enough depending on observer control here. Good flank. But I think Dewalt's being a little like overly cautious here. I think he could have just slammed into that head on. It's just Hydras.
Well, it's just Hydras, but when you don't have storms, just Hydra is pretty scary. I personally anyway like that he's not like over pushing. He's in a winning position now. The only way he can really lose is pushing into the Zerg and losing everything. So I think this is just the safer play, right?
Yeah, I like that he's taking his third behind it and trying to do some follow-up. I mean, there's still no fourth base. I mean, I wonder what Zealot is going to do. He can't just let this happen and give Protoss all this map control in the mid-game with the death ball while they take their third. He's got no fourth, and it looks like we're going to get that drone at top left with a DT or a couple Zealots. It just got killed.
Yeah, it's looking really good for Dewalt right now. Zealot is on a timer, and kind of like you said, like what's the game plan from here? There's no fourth. We don't have any like tech that can really counter the Gateway army right now. I think we're still on lair tech as Zealot, so pretty much Dewalt has everything that he needs to win the game from here. You just goons and storms. You get that third gas up and running, it's like unplayable for Zerg.
Yeah, this is looking really good, and I'm wondering if Zealot is just thinking that there's no third from Dewalt because he's got that that overlord over there at 3 o'clock. He doesn't know about the whatever that 5 o'clock base is.
Yeah. He can maybe assume at this point because we are at 15 minutes and Dewalt is going to be starving out. This is probably a drop that was actually going in that direction, but Dewalt, very aware of how Zealot likes to play this game, had his units down there already ready to intercept any drop. I love how he keeps pivoting down here. Look.
Yeah, I think he's...
Is he going to take this base? Surely not, right? That's crazy.
Yeah, that would be kind of crazy. Yeah, he's gonna take it. I mean, Zealot went drop, so kind of like from like a TVP perspective, it's like, well, we may as well just take this and defend our side of the map. I like it.
Yeah, Zealot, he's trying to pull Dewalt's army up here and go for that drop on the bottom side at the same time, but Dewalt smartly left a few units there to spot for that.
Good storms, just softening up these lurkers. And the Zealots are going to come around for the flank on this, and this Zerg army is like auto dead.
Yeah, these
getting away.
The water doing work. Even though supply looked like relatively even, this huge upgrade advantage for Dewalt is making the fights go like way more in his favor.
Yeah, he's gonna clap this 6 o'clock though. He's not gonna let Dewalt get away with this. I'm assuming that's where he's going. Yeah.
I can't believe Dewalt's trying to take the base like this.
But Dewalt's gonna clean this up. I mean, he's gonna kill this army, and I mean, dude, this after he kills this, like, yeah. I think this is pretty much it right here.
Yeah, that's a good point. It does kind of like bait the army down here to clear it, right?
He's gonna drop the main, potentially, or I doubt he's gonna drop the third. He's just gonna drop on the on the gateways and try to pull Dewalt back. But again, like, yeah, we just defend this with rallies and go kill him. Yeah, we got 3 cannons in our mineral line at our main. Oh, he is gonna send everything back. It looks like.
Yeah, it's kind of what I meant. Dewalt, he seems to be a very cautious player, right? He understands that he's winning by surviving. You know, he's on 3 base versus 3 base. Zealot will be starving out relatively soon, so he's just kind of posturing out here to make sure his extra base doesn't get counterattacked here. And gonna catch the hydras and lurkers coming up here, kill a handful of them. And Zealot doing everything he can, kind of just attacking on multiple fronts, trying to really tax the multitasking of Dewalt, but Dewalt's handling everything relatively well, I feel. It's a decent little counterattack here, and there's not really anything here for Dewalt to defend. Just a few cannons are going to get cleaned up. He is counterattacking on the other side, finally, getting into the natural of Zealot, and he's actually going to lose his 3rd base, and Dewalt isn't going to be mining anymore. His main and natural are completely mined out, so all of a sudden, he's just not mining.
Yeah, I mean, it was a cool attempt, I think, by Zealot to run all this around and do this damage, but I still think Dewalt's got this. Like, we're gonna get into the main. There's just no way.
Zealot trying to make some sunk in his main base to just try to hold on. He knows that Dewalt's not mining right now, and he is, so, you know, technically Zealot is gaining ground by the second as this game ticks on. But it is pretty doomed feeling at this point. I mean, this army is too much for Zealot to handle right now.
Yeah, we'll see how these little micro battles kind of go. I mean, every unit in these scenarios is super important. He's gonna find it. Yeah, we needed that right there. But we're not mining at all, but we secured the right side base at 3 o'clock. We'll be mining that soon. I'm kind of a little surprised he's not long distance mining it, but that also makes sense with the lurkers and stuff. Yeah, and then Zealot's he's just setting everything to 3 o'clock to try to stop that from getting up. I hope we have so much here. Oh my God, this base isn't dying. It's gonna get the probes in, and then he's gonna push this base. This base is dead. Yeah, this is GG. We can't hold this. We're gonna try to fight at 3 o'clock. We're gonna see all those units on the ramp, and then we're gonna tap. There's just no way.
Yeah.
There it is.
He's wanting to take
GG.
this first game. Pretty well played by Dewalt. Kind of as expected, in my opinion. Like a very defensive, just a strong, solid defensive play. Defended the Hydra push really well, and then just kind of played stable from there. So, yeah, nice play overall.
Yeah. Is this BO3 or best of ones? Best of fives. Okay. Well, again, like we said, Dewalt's got a real chance here. That was a nice, really strong game. I feel like he just played really standard and just handled everything super well. Really good on the upgrades. Got that second forge quickly. He only made one Corsair the whole game and kept it alive and was just like constantly scouting.
Yeah.
And I think that's what you got to do is, as the Protoss player in this matchup, it's so hard to get information. You have to keep that Corsair alive and not overmake cannons and, you know, do everything perfectly right. And I've heard from top Zerg players that, excuse me, that macroing out a 973 is actually really hard.
Yeah.
But comparably, it just seems a lot harder for Protoss to get the right amount of information and respond correctly. And Dewalt did a good job.
Yeah. It can be hard not to like accidentally over-respond to the Hydras, right? Because you have to cook cannons at the right time, and if you keep making cannons, then you're actually behind after defending a 973 sometimes, depending on like when they cut their Hydras and started drawing. So I feel like it was balanced almost perfectly by Dewalt that game. Mooney, real quick, are you on the right mic? Because it sounds a little scuffed this morning.
Oh, I'm on the same mic I always use.
Okay.
Is that any better? Is that any better?
No, it's okay. It's okay.
All right.
Maybe it's just your morning voice that I'm hearing. All right. Looks like we are hopping into the next game. Dewalt versus Zealot, game 2 on Radeon. Spawning in the bottom right corner, we have our Zerg player using a barcode. We have Zealot. And then in the top right, we have our Russian Protoss player taking that first game, Dewalt. I had a moment where I was like, oh yeah, Zero's not observing. He might not swap for me. But it worked out. Worked out perfectly.
Yeah. Yeah, I still don't have any game sound either, actually. I don't know what's going on?
You gotta do, sorry, there's a second screen you're watching on the Discord call that'll have the sound with it.
Okay. Cool.
You got it? You good?
No, it's all good, but it doesn't matter that much. It's fine.
Okay.
Okay, so we going 12 hatch this game? Oh, no. Okay.
It's gonna be that overpull. I kind of like overpull, but it actually looks like Dewalt's going for Gateway this time. You know, Dewalt is like a very big Forge player, so I think overpull is... I mean, overpull is one of those just kind of like always safe kind of plays. Actually, is that a... Yeah, it is a Forge. I've never seen someone do a scout pattern like this when Forge expanding. Have you seen this before? This
Just double probe scout right after? No, yeah. I kind of wonder why he's doing it. Usually you send the probe after the Forge, and then you send another one if you don't find him on first scout, right?
Yeah. So usually it's pylon scout, and then you start the Forge, and then send the second probe. I've never seen like Forge double scout before. It's kind of interesting. I guess it's just slightly more economic, right? So maybe you can go 14-14 by doing it this way. And that's what he's going to be trying to do, so... He's going to go 14-14, so maybe by delaying the scout and doing it this way, you get the scout most of the time. It's not guaranteed, right? Because it could be cross spawn, but this allows him to get that extra probe out. That being said, he's kind of lucky this isn't like sixlings or something, because this cannon is late enough that he could have died.
Yeah, it looks like he's gonna get away with it. I'm wagering that we're gonna have a hydra den go down here pretty quickly.
Yeah, probably. I don't know, like, I haven't watched a lot of Zealot's games, but I assume that he plays Hydra quite often. Just from what I've heard. He seems like a 973 kind of guy, because I know how different it is.
Yeah, so far everything just looks totally normal. We're gonna have to see what the tech is. Single cannon. We saw the third. Probe still hasn't taken a single hit. Yeah, there's the Hydra Den. We don't even care anymore as Zerg players. Just throw this thing down. This is just the standard. I mean, at least we get to see it.
Kind of tell anyway, because there's no layer right at this timing, so you already kind of know based on that it has to be Hydra. But yeah, it is kind of funny that Zerg will just throw the Hydra down, didn't you say? I mean, they kind of have to, right? They can't delay it forever just because your probe is there, otherwise it completely kills the build.
I mean, I get why people still go Stargate, like, but you know, I'm just like a like a spare time Protoss player, but whenever I play PvZ and I see this, like, I just go Citadel 4-gate, like old school, skip the Stargate. I get that it's better to make the Corsair and you have the scouting information and stuff, but it just is. It just feels so much easier to deal with when you play that way.
Yeah, the issue is, like, I agree that it can be like pretty comfortable. The issue is just not having the information, because like it's kind of like the big thing right now that everybody's talking about, and it's hard to disagree, is that information gathering in this matchup is the problem, right? Yeah,
it's so hard.
And Corsair will get you that information unless they open Spire, make a couple Scourge, and then it's like your information gathering gets shut down again. And that's one of the reasons the Spire is so strong, is because it just forces Protoss to be in the dark. But we actually get a drone with these two Zealots.
Yeah, maybe
actually a second drone. Wow.
Oh man, that's a big deal. That's a really big deal that we get two drones. The eco is so tight for Zerg with this build. So two drones down is a lot. We got 4 cannons coming up. We'll see how much if Zealot's gonna switch it up or not. I mean, maybe he's just gonna go all the way. I'm curious to see if he's gonna replace those drones or not.
I feel like you have to, right? I don't think you can afford it if you don't. I mean, maybe he doesn't. Maybe he's just like, all right, whatever, let's go.
Yeah, I don't know the details with how this works with Zerg, but I'm wondering if it's just gonna make him go all the way.
Yeah. I assumed that it's called 973 because you have to have that to afford to play the game. But I guess we're going to see how much losing those 2 drones matters and doesn't replace them, because, yeah, he is just pumping Hydra, and I think you're right. I think the game plan is just to go for it.
Yeah. And, like, a big difference in this game here is, we knew we were going to lose the Forge, so we're not going to have those crazy good upgrades really early on this game. Here comes the Corsair. He's gonna see that one drone right there. I don't know if he looked, but to me this means that like we're pretty much going for it. That's what I would think.
Dives forward, kills 1 cannon, cancels another one, and I mean this is a little bit sketchy for Dewalt right now. He sees it as just Hydra, 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 so you just keep making cannons and just whatever it takes to not die. He needs to be ready for a pro pull. I think that Corsair probably gonna park at 6 o'clock for the mineral. Yeah. So this is probably for a drill for his drones to use.
Here we go. That's a good amount of Zealots.
Yeah, Zealots do a good job of just getting that extra DPS there and kind of body blocking some. And I think Dewalt's completely, not even having to pull probes, by the way, like completely fine.
Yeah, so I mean we're all the way in as Zealot here. It's just going to come down to making the right amount of cannons. He just needs to make a ton of them. I mean, I know this isn't StarCraft 2, but like how vulnerable is that pylon really? That's not really a thing, huh? Probably can't get it without losing all our Hydras.
If you have enough hydras, it's fine. But with that many cannons and that hydra number, yeah, I was gonna say that you should be making that second backup pylon because you can lose. I mean, you kill that one pylon, it disables like 10 cannons, right? We're gonna go for it again,
Yeah.
but there's a lot of cannons here with a lot of zealots. That zealot number growing pretty nicely for Dewalt. They're just tanking a bunch of damage, and this game is looking over. I don't see a way back for Zealot in this game.
Wow, he really delayed that Citadel. I'm kind of surprised he doesn't already have that. Wow, and he uses his last drone for the hatchery. So it turns out that that's too many drones, Ozzy, and he's just gonna, wow, he's gonna try to transition out of this. We're gonna see it, and then yeah, we're just gonna second gas, Templar Archives, throw down the gateways. We know we're safe at this point. And we have a lot of zealots. I mean, we didn't really lose.
Yeah.
You know, so this push that's going to come out, it's going to be hard for Zealot to macro out of it this time.
It's going to be very hard. Yeah, being able to retain that many zealots while defending, when speed kicks in, with the number of hydras that he lost, I mean, he's trying to get to his 6 hatch like pretty quickly. But there's just going to be a timing where he's just not going to have very many hydras. There's almost as many zealots as hydras on the map right now. Is he making, I guess, another Corsair? It's interesting.
Yeah, I wonder why. What triggered him to make a second one this game? He only stuck with the one last game. But
yeah, maybe just kind of preemptively prepping for...
yeah, he's stacking them.
More Corsair. I mean, maybe he understands that Zealot's like comeback mechanic would be Templar sniping, but truthfully, I feel like the Zealots will probably just end the game. I mean, Zealot might survive against them, but he'd have to like cut army, make some SimCity, you know, make some Sunkens, drone pool. There's so many Zealots coming across the map, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe
and we're supply
blocked. Just attacks. It might just be to tax the low Hydra count right now.
Yeah, I don't.
Here we go. Zealot's pouring
I don't
inside.
see how we survive this.
Yeah.
It's going to be too much damage. I mean, he killed like one drone. The Corsairs really need to like go to the main or something, and we're going to surround the Hydras. I mean, this looks like it's GG, man. We're not going to make it out of this. Yeah, that's it. Wow, 2-0 so far for Dewalt, man. I didn't think it was going to go this smooth. He's crushing it, dude.
Yeah, I felt like it was Dewalt favored, but I agree. I didn't think it was this Dewalt favored. He is bopping Zealot right now. As Sterling would say, the clappening.
The clappening. That's a good idea if someone doesn't have it already. You might want to jump out and make it. Alright, I'm going to see if I can figure out this audio here.
Yeah. You might have shown on video. Okay, okay. Good. Alright. Alright. Dewalt showing us that foreign brood war can compete with, you know, maybe not the highest Korean level players, but Zealot obviously is no slouch. That's not an easy game for any player.
Yeah, I don't know how high Zealot gets on ladder, but he's like gotten into top 10 plenty of times, right?
Yeah, I'd imagine as a cheesy Zerg player, like at least top 3.
Yeah, when I played him on ladder, I tried to go CC first the first game. He 4-fooled me. And then the second game, I tried to BBS him in the center of the map, and he 4-fooled me, and I lost both times. He is pretty cheesy. All right, here we go. Game 3. We're going to see if it's going to be a clean 3-0. It might be.
It could be. It is looking that way. I mean...
Ooh, cross bonds.
He's been looking pretty dominant so far, has Dewalt.
Yeah, it's just super clean. Super clean gameplay. Really good macro. He's a very good player. TR16 high. Yeah, we'll see if like cross bonds like changes changes what Zealot does here. Now all I do on ladder is TR16 high, so that's just the way that it is. Sucks for reserved players.
Yeah. Well, I think in this matchup, it hurts a bit less at least, but definitely against Karen.
Yeah. Mutas are a completely different animal on TR24 low. It's not even close to the same.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm curious if the spawning positions is going to change anything here for the way Zealot's going to approach the game. But I kind of doubt it. I think we're just going to see another 9-7-3 opening here.
Yeah, it's hard to think at this point that we're going to get much variation out of Zealot. The only difference between game 1 and game 2 is he lost 2 drones and he went more all in.
We're going to get 12 hatch this game.
Yeah, I think it's really good on this map because cannon rushing on this map is awful. Like, it just doesn't work.
Are we going Nexus first? Wow.
Yeah, a little bit of a read from Dewalt here. He's gonna get Nexus first, or is it gonna be that Forge double scout? Okay. I thought maybe it was gonna be like a late Forge, but yeah, we're gonna get Nexus first. This is a really smart from Dewalt. This could be simply because he knows. Like, Zerg knows that you can't really cannon rush on this map, right? So this might just be him simply kind of metagaming a little bit because of the map.
Yeah. It's going to work out. I mean, Nexus first, cross spawns. That's always good. That's what we like to see when we play Protoss. That's the dream build. I was wondering if Dewalt gave Nomad this game after I saw this, but
it's funny. This is a Nomad build, but Nomad does it like on the ladder. Like it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, there's a lot of Nexus first, but I feel like that's the right way to play Protoss. I feel like you got to take risks to play Protoss. That's what it comes down to. Is you got to take risks. It's just the way it is.
I really like this cannon placement from Dewalt, actually. It's really good because it kind of covers everything if Lings try to run in. Like, they can't like run in and then like up and around and harass your Nexus or anything, or like get to the ramp very easily. Like that cannon covers basically everything from Ling. It's really nice.
And he can fit 2 more in front of it, or probably just one.
Just one. Looks like he'll do just one, but it won't be able to go like flush up against the buildings if he wants to get in line with the other cannons. So it can be fine. Like, it's something that's actually discussed quite often amongst Protoss players against Hydras, where it's like, do you want to go flush up against your buildings? Like, yes, it would protect, especially from the north to south. It'll like protect your forge and stuff. But it's also more vulnerable to the Hydras just running straight in and targeting it if you don't have that extra hex backwards.
Yeah, and there's the Hydra, and we're going to see it. So apparently cross spawns doesn't change any of the plans here. But, I mean, this opening from Dewalt,
it's honestly the best he's had so far. Like, each game has gotten better and better for him, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, the first game, it was really those upgrades. The second game, I mean, it really came down to killing those 2 drones is what triggered Zealot to kind of make that decision and lose the game. And now here we're Nexus first cross bonds. I mean, here's the Zealot at the 3rd. This is going to be a pain. We're going to get right into the minerals, but there's already a Hydra out, so Zealot's going to have to fight. But there's no drones.
Yeah, there's no drones to kill. This is a really smart adaptation from Zealot. If you don't make drones there, he can't harass them, so...
Yeah, he's saving those minerals for the long game. But, I mean, I'm just wondering, based off the last game, if because we don't have any drones here, if we're just,
Yeah. You know what? I would have liked to see... So I'm usually a really big fan of the Corsair, right? I'm a big advocate of making the Corsair even against Hydra. This is the one time I would have liked to have seen the Mooney build, because we got away with 12 Nexus. I'd love to just see him make 1,000 Zealots and swarm them. It's not gonna happen, but it would have been cool. He's only
Okay,
just
so there
now
are
getting his
some
drums up
drones
here to
coming.
mine.
Yeah, it seems a little weird. I wonder if this is just the fake out. We're only going to make a few Hydras. Force some cannons. Oh, there's more stuff streaming across the map, so... Yeah, never mind. See, this is the problem. You just don't know. You don't know what they're going to do.
Yeah.
I mean, is this what this matchup... I mean, as a Terran player, guys, I only watch Terran matchups, you know? But is this all this matchup has come down to? Is it just 9-7-3 every game?
No, this is more of a Zealot thing, specifically, for sure. I mean, it is, like, an option, and it can pivot and stuff, but I think Dewalt's showing us why, like, at the highest level, 9-7-3 is not super, super common, because if you're defending it well, it's obviously, like, Protoss favored afterwards, right?
Yeah, like Hawk always says. He says it's like a super hard build to macro out of.
Yeah.
It looks really easy when you're just looking at it. I mean, this part is easy. You're just making units. I think maybe we're going to get it here. No, we're going to hold. We just need to pull more probes. We just need to pull more probes. The probe pull seemed a little late there. I feel like if he pulled a little bit sooner, we could have saved those cannons.
Yeah.
Just a little delayed. And
yeah,
that's probably enough. Go ahead, Ozzy.
Well, I was gonna say, I think Dewalt, like, thought it was okay, and like it looked fine-ish, but then those extra Hydras came in, and then he was like, "Oh crap!"
Yeah.
He actually might just be dead here. We do have 2 Zealots coming out at a time, and maybe he's okay. Actually, we don't really have too many Hydras coming across. We're getting those extra cannons coming online now. He's got 3 cannons up, and he's probably going to be more ready to pull his probes this time. I'm a little bit worried for Dewalt. It's a little bit scary right now. Hydra's gonna come in, target down the first cannon, the second cannon. Only loses 1 Hydra. Isn't that amazing, by the way? We killed 2 cannons and lost 1 Hydra. But I think Dewalt's like starting to stabilize, just barely. But that was very, very scary for a second. Zealot gonna come in here again, target down 1 more cannon. Gonna lose a few more Hydras this time. And those 2x2 Zealots coming out is actually paying dividends here for Dewalt. We did see the lair coming online for Zealot, and one thing that Dewalt's doing pretty well is he's like, it seems like he's cutting and restarting probes pretty much exactly as he should to just barely hold on.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna again macro out of this. I mean, is Zealot in a better position this game out of the last 2, you think?
I think slightly. I mean, he killed some probes. He forced way more cannons than before. I mean, Dewalt had a more economical opener this time, right? But I think Zealot has more than equalized, like, compared to the first game anyway. I'd say it's slightly better. I still think it's Dewalt favored, but I think this is actually the best the Zealot's had so far. It still doesn't look good, though. These Zealots coming out now. It's a lot of Zealots, too, honestly. I guess that's kind of thing is Zealot did lose a lot of his Hydras going for it this time because he was pressuring more and more. So while the trade, maybe he got, like, more damage done, but he also lost a lot more Hydras, so he has to restart his Hydras much sooner than before, whereas before he got his, like, drone count really healthy before he had to start making units again.
This is still a little... This is a little scary.
Yeah,
see how well the drone block is going to go. Yeah, the sunken's done.
Gonna kill, what, like 2 drones? 1 drone, maybe? Loses a bunch of Zealots. I mean, that was pretty good for Zealot.
We got some overlords during that, too. Sorry to interrupt you, but we are supply block. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I hate how much I'm finding myself saying Zealot in this matchup, both for the player and the units.
Yeah, and this is a pretty quick third. Am I wrong? I mean, taking on the location like this pretty early.
Yeah. This feels good. If you're getting it pre 11 minutes as Protoss, you're actually really happy.
Yeah, I like the tempo for Dewalt here. There's a Spire. We haven't seen that yet. So maybe we lost one of the Corsairs. Maybe we're still making Corsairs. DT's coming out on the map. Nope. Just focusing on upgrades.
We'll
only down to the
probably
single forge.
Yeah. I think this will be a Dark Archon game. This one. I mean, he might decide to skip it, but it does feel like a pretty good one for him. He sees the Spire. You know, he's only got one Corsair. He's not remaking any Corsair.
Yeah,
but he's at least seeing what's coming out of the egg, so for now, he's not too worried about it.
Oh, that was close. Yeah, and he's got that DT sitting as natural, so maybe he's waiting for a second one here. We'll have to see. These High Templars are a little exposed, I think. Yeah, and then how are we going to defend this from the backside? Yeah, we have to get over there.
Stream freeze for you?
I've frozen from the observer.
Yeah, I thought it was me.
Alright. Alright, a little bit of a stream freeze, some technical difficulties, I guess, with our Korean observer, probably, is what it looks like, so... yeah, we'll get back to that as soon as we can. I mean, it is still looking Dewalt favored, looking like a potential 3-0 here, but... I mean, it's still not over, right? Like, there is some play potential here for Zealot in this game. And the feed hasn't restarted, so the observer may have actually disconnected himself, which would be a little bit of a shame.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Yeah. So they're gathering for that SC for all land mooning.
Yeah.
And I'm hearing in the channel the players are joining, and Gypsy joins and he's like, "Why is Ozzy here?" He's like, "I'm co-streaming today." And he's like, "So we're forced to play on BattleNet just for you?" I hope so. I hope I'm the sole reason they don't get land latency.
Hey, at least I'm not in the game with them. Well, looks like this is just a waiting game at this point. I wonder what happened.
Okay, we are back. We are back, but I don't know where we are. Wait.
Looks like the stream is coming back online, so we're about to get back into the game here for you guys.
Okay, a lot changed.
All right. Wow, looks like our third got busted actually, and we come back to Zealot being in a pretty strong position.
Oh, wow.
Actually up supply right now. All right, well, man.
Well, we don't know what happened, but something bad happened, and it looks like we're about to get dropped. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like Dewalt is kind of prepared for that. He's moving. He's got like a gang of units right there at the base of his cliff, and he's... Oh. Yeah, and I think I saw a Dark Archon in the main. Not 100% sure. Thought I saw something. Maybe we get a juicy Maelstrom off. Yeah, there is a Dark Archon in the main. Here we go. We're gonna see, man. Maybe we get a Maelstrom on this. That would be awesome. It's like my favorite spell. Oh, there it is. There's a storm. Sweet.
Wow.
That is such...
all that going down. Wow.
Such an awesome spell. I love Maelstrom so much. It's so cool.
Well, that was insane value from Dewalt. The crazy thing is, after killing all that, it's still about even in supply.
Oh, we don't focus fire the probes here. This is like a tank drop from exit. just doing nothing. I was playing Exit yesterday with my Protoss, and he tank dropped me right there and target fired my goons instead of killing 20 probes. But what are you going to do? Yeah, and we're floating a lot of minerals because we got pretty supply blocked. We just lost like 5 or 6 overlords from that drop. We need some storm to get up this ramp efficiently. And Zealot is not going to let that happen. He's got the top right corner. Yeah, I mean, coming back into this, just tempo-wise, Dewalt looks like he's in a lot of trouble. Just assuming we're 2-1 at this point, running a single forge.
Yeah. Yes, it's very hard for him to get up here to secure his third base. I'd almost rather him just try to break his front, take 12 o'clock if he wanted to do that. I think coming up this ramp is an absolute nightmare and doesn't seem like an option.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't have siege tanks, so we gotta go the other way. See how this push goes.
That is what he's going to do, so we're trying to break through the front here. There's not a whole lot of lurkers out here yet.
The problem is if we... Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I wonder if we're going to pivot this army from 9 o'clock to like flank or try to reach.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. If this bus goes poorly, then we get surrounded with our goons here. Maybe if we have a gang of zealots coming from the back or something. Are we out of storm? Yeah. We don't have any storm. We're going to have to back up. Oh, we got 1 storm there. It's kind of okay. It's a lot of goons. Yeah, here comes the big boy. We almost have 2 maelstroms available. I mean, we may as well be using them. At this point, I'd like to see like a shuttle or something like we did in game 1. That would be a good move here. But we kind of left. Yeah, we took all the units from 9 o'clock to try to get that flank off. So at least now we get to secure our third, but Zealot's already set up in the corner, so maybe we're going to get to grind out a long one here. We're going to have to see what happens. I'm going to be surprised if Zealot tries to bust up this ramp now. It's not possible.
Yeah, he shouldn't.
He's at least... He's just going to try to contain the Nat and the third at the same time here. And we've got drop to worry about too, as Dewalt, so not a super great position, although we did get our third gas.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, Dewalt's gonna get this third, but it's tough, man. It's hard to get back out on the map right now. We're gonna be containing that ramp on the bottom side, which doesn't take much for Zerg to contain a ramp on the low ground like that. Like very, very little. And he can easily pivot from there to the middle, right, with his army to hold as he needs to. So yeah, Dewalt's gonna get this third, but I don't know how much he can really do with it. He has to get some sort of aggression or some sort of pressure, but I mean, look at the map vision from Zealot too. He's gonna see everything coming out of Dewalt's face, no matter where it's coming from.
Yeah, this is a pretty crazy contain. We're long distance mining. Hard to imagine a way that we're gonna grind out of this.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. Looking tough. He's gonna poke down here and kill at least this one lurker, I guess. I mean,
so, high ground storm could be pretty juicy. Yeah, Zealot's aware, pulls back. Wow, that lurker line is intense.
This actually just literally looks exactly like Jimin, by the way. 973 into lurker contain, where we only go high for the upgrades. Like that's all all Jimin does.
Yeah, we're gonna need to get some shuttles or something and try to do something multi-pronged here, get some distraction going on. I mean, I don't think we're ever gonna get out of the Nat. I think he could storm push his way out of his third if he just diligently pays all of his attention there with observers and high templars, but it looks like he's gonna try to bust out now. This is pretty much gonna be it. I think he's only got 1 chance. I mean, we're mining on 1 base, so
yeah, we're gonna have to be insanely efficient. We're down like 30 supplies starting this bust. So it's gonna have to be some beautiful pushing from Dewalt to be able to come back here.
Yeah, we don't have much here. We've only got 3 high templars. Maybe we're just gonna lose one here.
Let's find the double
luckily Zealot wasn't paying attention. He could have target fired that with the lings, but yeah, this just seems impossible. Yeah, this is like my least favorite thing in PvZ when this happens. if you don't have a corner, I mean, it's just... Okay, that's a lot of High Templar now. But he's really, like I said, he's only got one shot. He's got to bust it and then get a 4th base.
Be careful with the Templar. There's a couple on the top side there for the Lurkers. Kind of didn't see them up there, I guess. And yeah, it's just hard to be efficient because, I mean, ZeLoT, he's spreading his Lurkers really well, and he's got a lot of time to set it up as he goes, right? To make sure that there's basically no double storms. And even a Lurker drop behind us. Gonna target down a bunch of probes. Yeah, decent bit of the mineral line goes down there. About 15 probes go down, and Dewalt's actually just gonna stop being patient, pull the trigger. Don't blame him for that, but it's looking pretty bad for Dewalt. There's a lot of wings back here. The Lurker line goes back fairly decent with 2 units streaming across the map from ZeLoT. ZeLoT up about 70 supply right now. And I think after this gets swallowed up, we're probably going to see that GG pretty soon. There it is.
Yeah.
Well, probably pretty well played from ZeLoT. Like I said, the opening was a little bit better for him than the previous games. Actually found a decent bit of damage. I was a little bit worried after because he lost so many Hydras. I thought those Zealots would be able to get a lot more damage done, but he did a really good job defending, and he only lost 1 drone, really, so he did a pretty good job there.
Yeah, I kind of missed on what happened on that 3rd base. It might have been like a combo drop attack or something. I'm not really sure, but...
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking it was. Something like that, like a push and drop at the same time kind of a thing. Caught Dewalt maybe off guard, out of position, something like that.
All right, well, it's turning into a series now.
Turning into a series. I wonder what ZeLoT's going to do next. Do you think it's possible that we're going to see maybe like a 9-7-3, maybe pivot into some drop play, something like that? What do you think?
Yeah, I think we're going to see a 9-7-3. What's the next map is what I'm curious about. It's all been 4-player maps so far. Dominator. Oof.
It's a tough one too, actually, for Protoss.
Yeah, I would imagine.
From what I've seen, Dominator is historically like heavily Zerg favored in ZVP. More so though that it's like a really strong defensive map. It like really favors hive play, like the Filer Lurker, that kind of thing on the high grounds, like the pizza slices and stuff, which we're not gonna see out of ZeLoT, I don't imagine, from what I've seen so far. So I don't know how much it'll affect his personal style of play of this 9-7-3 into Lurker contain every game. The drops and things like that. Although it is a good drop map, I will say that.
I really like 3-player maps, honestly. I wish we had more 3-player maps. I don't really like playing Dominator personally as a Terran player. But I do like the map. I do like to watch games on it at least. I think 3-player maps are a lot more interesting.
Yeah. All right, looks like Dewalt's going to take a few minutes here before we hop into the next game.
I'm unmuted. So Dewalt will take a 3-minute break. So,
Okay,
yeah.
I'll go grab some water.
Okay.
Be right back.
I guess I can maybe talk in the meantime about the fact that we have this month sponsored by Mr. Rasbrain of this event, but we can make the next month possible if we will get the money for the prize pool. So if you guys want to support, there is a Match Arena link where you can support. I will post it on the chat, and there is also a way to donate, or just PM me that you want to be the sponsor for next month. We need around $600, so for a month for the prize pools for Team A. So if you guys are willing to watch more matches between foreigners and Koreans, you can do it. And Team A is also like changing, because if we will continue to do it, like for next month, we already have the team updated, because there were some challenges. And players, top 5 players from the ladder were challenging other players. So, for example, Ultra defended the challenge versus Ranged. and Crossy versus Keimzerk, Ziki versus Artosi. Striker won versus Madinho, the spot. That's why he was playing. Gypsy won versus Hawk. And Bonnie defended versus TT1. Ziki won versus Artosis as well. I don't know if I mentioned that, but Team A, this is a cool idea in my opinion, and it would be good to establish this kind of a form of competition. So, and another thing today, today we have also the open tournament for BSL 21. So here is also the link if you want to try out BSL 21. And it seems like the Dewalt is back. I don't know if ZeLoT is back. It should be BSL 21 actually. So it's today 8 p.m. We have still some players from the points who can qualify to the BSL. Like for now, we have Keimzerk, Gosudark, Keimzerk, Radley, New Ocean, Rasowy, Artosis, Ionzerk, Crossy, JD Conan, and Striker get the spot. But if in today's or tomorrow's tournament, some of those players will win the points, they can be in top 9 and get the spot in the Pro League or in Gosu League and Hasu League accordingly. For example, if Hayek is in Pro League, but if React wants to be in Gosu League, he should go up in the points as well. But I can see that we have the players in the game and ready. So if we have the casters, I'm muting myself and we can jump into the game.
All right. Let's go. So game 3 of Dewalt versus Zealot. Or sorry, game 4. Right. Sorry about that. My Discord just crashed. Alright. So we have spawning here at the 3 o'clock position, we have Zealot as Zerg player. In the bottom left position, we have a Protoss player, Dewalt, currently up 2-1. Looks like Zealot did a pretty good job last game coming back from a position that definitely he wasn't favored in. You know, he's a very aggressive player. He found those angles. Looks like he got inside, got some damage. We'll see how Dewalt wants to play this game out. I mean, I imagine it's going to be relatively similar. We're going to get a 9 pull, actually, from Zealot, so not similar at all. So we're going to be going straight for some Ling aggression here. Probably looked over the replay, saw that Dewalt's been a little bit greedy with his scouting pattern and Nexus timings, but this time Dewalt actually going to cover all of his bases. He's doing that pylon scout into the forward scout, and he is going to be able to see this Ling coming pretty early. That being said, I'm curious to see how Dewalt responds to it, because when you're against 9 pull and it's 6 Lings, I'm a big advocate of going double cannon instead of pulling the probes and kind of leaving them there. So I'm curious to see what Dewalt wants to do when he scouts this pull timing.
Oh, that went by fast. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. Not a problem. We actually got a 9 pull here from Zealot. So a little bit different. And so, okay, Dewalt does go for the double cannon. I'm happy to see that. Confirmation that Dewalt agrees with me. That's something I wanted to know.
Yeah, no gas. So just putting on a little early pressure. This wasn't a thing back in the day, like when I played Protoss. Like nobody went 9 pull with no gas. Everybody got speed. It's kind of weird for me to see these days. I know it's more common now, but is it really that much better for the Zerg player just to do this, just to force the 2 cannons as opposed to overpooling?
It's not necessarily better for Zerg. I'm pretty sure I would even say it's like slightly Protoss favored, but it kind of sets a different tempo, right? I think yeah, it just kind of like messes with the flow of the game, the tempo of the game.
I am unmuted, so I will maybe answer to Mr. Mooney that it counters the Nexus first, and Dewalt was going Nexus first last game, so I guess that might be why he went for it.
Okay.
What a weird gateway placement, actually, from Dewalt. At least I haven't seen this before. I mean, I guess it allows cannons. I mean, I think this gateway placement is because we're planning on making a lot of cannons, potentially. It does cover the forge really well as well. It allows a lot of space to cover the forge. And this might be the earliest we've seen a probe go down for Dewalt so far in this series. Assuming that it's going down. Oh, okay, we're mixing up. Alright, so we're going for lair this time from Zealot. So complete mix-up this game.
We didn't see it with the probe either, did we?
No, we did not.
Yeah, that is a really weird gateway placement, you're right. I wonder if it's because he puts it on top, if it's too tight in the just for the goons to get out. No, it looks like they'd still fit. Pretty interesting. Maybe it's just an off placement.
Yeah, I think it's just to get these cannons like above the forge. I'm sure it has to do with cannon placement. Okay, we're going straight. Is this gonna be a lurker bust? If he goes for the Ling lurker bust, I personally have never seen it work. I think it's the worst like all-in I've ever seen. Yeah, but it's looking like that's what it's going to be. Zealot going to take a lot of damage, actually bugging out a little bit. I'm trying to get past those Lings. Is going to see the lair, which, truthfully, could be bad information if we don't see the Hydra Den, but we're going to see the Hydra Den. I'm surprised Zealot just let him walk down the ramp like this and get full information. Him seeing the lair is fine, because it looks like muted that way, but... I mean, now Dewalt should know exactly what's coming.
Yeah. No, and Zealot's going to get in here. There's no defense. I mean, we should pull right here. Yeah. Not going to get any drones. Still always a good move.
Now, this could just be... So I've seen a lot of different variations of, like, these lurker openers. It may not be like the Ling lurker all-in that I initially thought it might have been. I don't know a lot about the build, so I wouldn't know exactly how to recognize it. This could just be, like, the lurker rush. Sometimes I've seen where Zergs will do, like, 2 or 3 lurker rush to kill your wall, and then just drone like crazy behind it. And yeah, we are pumping tons of drones, so I think this is just like, we're just rushing like defensive lurkers, essentially.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, I know. I have a little coordinating going on in the background here at the same time. Looks like... Looks like we're just pressuring, just figuring out what's going on here. And just a really standard opening. We got a lot more Corsairs this game. 1 drone going down. Got a Hydra, 2 drones. At least 1 Overlord. This is a really good little harass. I mean, all he did was send a Zealot to the natural and then do this. Oh, okay, 2 Zealots. Just being like really multitasky, annoying. Pretty sweet. Maybe we get a second Overlord too with 2 drones for 4 Zealots. Yeah, I mean, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Really good so far. Supply block there onto ZeLoT now. And I mean, we started mining at this third for a pretty long time with this. We're gonna kill another Overlord. This is actually really adding up.
This is 4 Overlords here. We're just not... Okay, we're gonna get out of there. 3 Overlords. Zealots are still hiding, yeah, at the top of the base. I mean, Zealot...
Yeah, it seems like Zealot really struggling with the multitasking there. All right. Pretty good damage for Dewalt.
Dewalt's honestly this whole series, he's looked a little bit more in shape, like with the multitasking, and kind of Zealot seems like he falls apart a little bit. So, and we're gonna pressure the front again, but now there's lurkers. There's that sneaky Zealot. Looks like we already got one drone. Okay, we're pushing in the. Oh, we're just gonna run straight through. I mean, there's only one lurker here. Another Overlord going down. This is starting to get a little dicey. I mean, we're gonna get all these Overlords for sure. We're gonna get 3 more.
This game plan from Zealot not working out the way he intended. It was like, oh, I have no lurkers, he won't be able to attack me. And Dewalt's like, no, I'm gonna attack you anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it's just one lurker. I mean, he just ran right through it, focusing down some drones, got some more. I don't know how many Overlords we've lost total, but maybe we get the Carapace, I'm assuming is what it is. That's going to go down. Yeah. More Overlords. I mean, Corsairs aren't that weak. Okay, there's 2 Hydras there. Just really good multitasking. There's another wave of Zealots coming. Again, it's one lurker. I mean, we're just going to... And we're still just kind of falling apart here as Zealot. We're going to send everything in. This base is going to die.
Yeah, I mean, he's still running around his main base trying to deal with these, like, couple Zealot stragglers left over. We got the Observer showing up now with these Zealots. Gonna be able to pick off this lurker, clean up this mineral line. Yeah, this game's over. Zealot's taking so much damage. Dewalt doing such a good job of just leaning on him, just not discouraged by these only a few lurkers, right? It's kind of like a mind game where it's like, oh, you can't see my lurkers, so you can't attack me.
Yeah, just shockingly that seeing that Zealot's still alive in the main is just crazy, and we're just murdering Overlords left and right at the same time. Got a few lurkers here, it's just not enough.
Yeah.
And,
Hatchery even goes down, gonna lose the second hatchery as well. And
That's
GG,
it.
Dewalt gonna take 3-1 over Zealot. Very nice.